Hello, everyone. This is Chris Dallas from Celebrity Recreations, and I want to personally thank each and every one of you for your incredible support over the years. Your encouragement has been the backbone of this channel, and I truly couldn't have come this far without you. Thanks to your unwavering dedication, we also played our part in Trump's presidential win, no doubt about it. The next 4 years are bound to be amazing. With the incredible team he's assembled, I'm confident they'll deliver on the promise to make America great again. Today, I'm excited to share a fascinating story with you, a mix of historical truth and a little creative flair to keep things entertaining. Why not have some fun? Mona Lisa lived during the late 15th and early 16th centuries, a remarkable period in the Italian Renaissance, but I thought, what if she could step into our modern world? This is my take on how she might adapt to life today. I also have some incredible news to share. YouTube has finally monetized my channel. It feels amazing to know that our voices are being heard and supported. So, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. It truly means the world to me. Now that Trump has won, I will continue to focus on his journey and counter the narrative of those demo rats who, let's face it, will never stop trying to undermine him. But I'm also thrilled to announce that I'll be releasing more celebrity content, just like I used to before my hiatus to cover Trump's campaign. Today marks the return of this series, and who better to start with than the iconic Mona Lisa? So sit back, relax, and enjoy this creative reimagination of Mona Lisa's incredible journey. Thank you again for your support, and let's dive in.
Buongiorno, friends. My name is Lisa Gherardini, though you might know me by another name, Mona Lisa. I'm the face in the painting that everyone stares at, wondering, who was she? What's behind that smile? Well, let me tell you, it's a long story, filled with joys, struggles, and a life that might surprise you. Let's start at the very beginning, shall we? I was born on June 15th, 1479 in Florence, Italy, a city bursting with life, beauty, and ambition. My father, Anton Maria di Noldo Gherardini, was a wool and silk merchant. We weren't rich like the Medici family who ruled Florence, but we were respectable. My mother, Lucrezia, was his third wife. She was warm, loving, and fiercely protective of her children. I was one of 10 siblings, so our house was always alive with laughter, arguments, and the clatter of busy hands. We lived near Florence's bustling center, where merchants filled the streets, selling everything from spices to silks. I loved walking through the market with my mother, marveling at the colors, the smells of roasted chestnuts, and the sound of the church bells echoing across the Arno River. But life wasn't just markets and sunshine. My father worked hard, but we were often stretched thin. My mother would sew late into the night to bring in extra money. From a young age, I understood the value of work and resilience. As a girl in Florence, my education was limited. I learned to read and write, but only enough to manage a household, not to become a scholar. That was for boys. But oh, how I loved to read. My favorite stories were about ancient Rome, heroes, gods, and queens who shaped the world. I used to sneak books from my father's collection, dreaming of adventures far beyond the walls of Florence. Still, I was taught the virtues expected of a Florentine woman: modesty, obedience, and grace. My mother often said, "Lisa, a woman's strength is in her patience and wisdom." I wasn't always patient, but I listened. What many of you might not know is that I am also a time traveler. Yes, truly. Allow me to step forward into your time, into the future, and return with something new and exciting. I've been wearing the same outfit for centuries, and though it has its charm, even I need a change. So let me do a little shopping, find some modern clothing, and bring a fresh look to the Mona Lisa you know. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Well, here I am in a whole new look. What do you think? Gone are the Renaissance gowns, and in their place, I've embraced something modern, sleek, and absolutely chic. I'm sporting a stylish black cropped top paired with striking gold joggers that shimmer with sophistication. To tie it all together, I've layered some elegant gold necklaces that add a touch of timeless class to my contemporary vibe. And let's not forget this sleek black jacket with gold accents. Because after centuries of being in one outfit, I deserve a little flair, don't you think? Fashion has truly evolved, and I think I've nailed it. When I turned 15, my father arranged my marriage to Francesco del Giocondo, a wealthy silk and cloth merchant. It was a practical match, not a romantic one. Francesco was much older than me, nearly twice my age. But he was kind, and in time we grew to love and respect each other. Our home was modest but beautiful, filled with fine fabrics and tapestries from Francesco's trade. I managed the household, overseeing servants, planning meals, and raising our children. Francesco trusted me to handle the accounts when he was away, and I took pride in running things smoothly. I bore him 5 children, though only 3 survived to adulthood. Losing 2 babies was the hardest part of my life. I carried the weight of those losses quietly, as many women did in those days. Florence, during my lifetime, was the center of the Renaissance, a city alive with art, music, and ideas. I witnessed it all. The streets buzzed with merchants, artisans, and scholars debating philosophy. Great minds like Michelangelo and Botticelli walked the same streets as common laborers. The Medici family, our rulers, were patrons of the arts, commissioning works that would leave the world breathless. But Florence wasn't all beauty. It was also a city of sharp contrasts: wealth and poverty, power and rebellion. Political intrigue was constant. I remember the day Girolamo Savonarola, the fiery preacher, led the infamous bonfire of the vanities, burning books, art, and anything deemed sinful. People were terrified, but the Renaissance spirit was too strong to be silenced. Art always found a way to survive. Oh, but don't think this is all I've picked up. I've done a lot more shopping than what you see here. Give me just a moment to go change into another fabulous outfit, and then you can tell me what you think in the comments. Fashion opinions are always welcome, yes? Be right back. What do you think of this one? I decided to turn things up a notch with something daring yet fun. While wandering through your modern shops, I came across this bold denim ensemble. It's edgy, youthful, and just the right amount of risque. The cropped distressed denim jacket, complete with intricate gold accents, gives it a rebellious vibe, while the matching high-waisted denim pants are the perfect mix of sleek and casual. To add a pop of color, I picked out this striking red bead necklace, modern yet timeless. And of course, my signature gold accessories are here to stay, because a Mona Lisa look isn't complete without a touch of classic elegance. How did I do this time? Let me know in the comments. Too bold, or just right for the 21st century Mona? Now, let's talk about the painting. Francesco commissioned a portrait of me in 1503, possibly to celebrate the birth of our second son. He hired a peculiar man named Leonardo da Vinci. Oh, Leonardo. What can I say about him? He was unlike anyone I'd ever met. Brilliant, curious, and eccentric. He would study the wings of birds for hours or dissect cadavers to understand the human body. He had a mind that saw the world differently, and when he looked at me, it felt like he was seeing not just my face, but my soul. Leonardo asked me to sit still, to relax, to imagine I was at peace. He wanted a natural expression, not the stiff poses common in portraits. We didn't talk much during the sessions, but I could feel his genius in the way he worked. He painted slowly, meticulously, layering colors to create the soft, almost magical effect you see now. That smile of mine? Some say it's mysterious, but honestly, I was probably amused by Leonardo's oddities. He once asked me if I thought machines could fly. I laughed and said, "Not in this world." Oh, how little I knew of his vision. And now I present to you something a little more refined. Sophistication with a modern edge. This stunning ensemble features a sleek black blouse, delicately ruched for an elegant touch, paired perfectly with a bold red high-waisted skirt that adds a pop of drama to the look. I topped it off with a lightweight black coat for an effortlessly chic vibe, perfect for today's fashion-forward world. And of course, the gold jewelry stays. It's my timeless signature, after all. Notice the layered necklaces with intricate pendants and these delicate drop earrings. They bring just the right amount of sparkle. Oh, and yes, I'm holding a modern little gadget. Can you believe how small your devices have become? A far cry from Renaissance quills. What do you think? Does Mona Lisa pull off contemporary sophistication? Let me know in the comments. Your opinions are as golden as my accessories. The portrait was never delivered to Francesco. Leonardo kept it with him, carrying it wherever he went. Some say he was never satisfied with it. always tweaking it, always striving for perfection. Life went on for me. I focused on raising my children, teaching them the values I had learned from my parents: hard work, kindness, and faith. Florence continued to change around me. The Medici family returned to power, and with them came both prosperity and political unrest. I watched as the city evolved, its streets growing more crowded, its people more ambitious. My children grew up, married, and started families of their own. Francesco passed away in 1538, and I spent my later years quietly, praying and reflecting on the life I had lived. I died on July 15th, 1542, at the age of 63. And then, centuries later, the world rediscovered me. The painting became famous, traveling from one hand to another until it found its home in the Louvre. People from every corner of the globe come to see me, to wonder about me, to search for meaning in my smile. Some say I'm mysterious, others think I'm sad. But let me tell you, I'm content. My story lives on, not just in the painting, but in the hearts of those who see it. And so, I leave you with this. Life is fleeting, but art is eternal. Cherish your moments, make your mark, and never stop seeking beauty, even in the smallest things. Grazie for listening to my story. Addio, amici. Before I go, let me share a few more things about my painting. After all, if the world has been fascinated by me for so long, I owe it to you to provide some tidbits. Yes? Here's a fresh, casual look for the modern Mona. A chic black crop top paired with high-waisted denim adds a relaxed vibe, while bold, layered jewelry, including a colorful choker and gold accents, brings a playful, edgy touch. I couldn't resist this statement chain bag. It's the perfect mix of Renaissance elegance and 21st century flair. What do you think? Timeless or trendy? First, let's talk about the original. My painting, yes, mine, thank you, is called Mona Lisa, or in Italian, La Gioconda. It means the joyful one. A fitting name, don't you think? Leonardo painted it on a poplar wood panel using oil paints, which were quite advanced for the time. It measures 30 inches tall by 21 inches wide, or for those of you who prefer metric, about 77 by 53 centimeters. Not exactly grand, but its impact? Immense. Oh, and where do I reside now? The Louvre Museum in Paris. People from all corners of the earth come to see me, snapping pictures. Ironic, no? Cameras didn't exist when I was painted, but now they've immortalized me 1,000 times over. Now here's a polished, modern twist. Not only am I rocking a sleek black blouse with a vibrant yellow skirt, bold yet sophisticated, but I also decided it was time for a hairstyle upgrade. I stepped into one of your modern salons, such an experience, and came out with this smooth, flowing look. Gone are the days of simple Renaissance braids. Now it's all about sleek and effortless. Oh, and notice the gold accents in my jewelry and watch? They tie it all together beautifully. And yes, I'm holding a smartphone now. What a leap from parchment and quills. What do you think of this updated Mona? But you might be wondering, am I truly one of a kind? Well, technically yes, but there are a few relatives, if you will. There's something called the Isleworth Mona Lisa. Discovered in England long after my time, it's said to be an earlier version of me. Some claim Leonardo painted it before creating this masterpiece, but let's not kid ourselves. It doesn't have the same charm, does it? Most experts think it's just a copy, not the real me. Then there's another version in Madrid, at the Prado Museum. That one is closer to the truth. It was painted by one of Leonardo's apprentices, probably Francesco Melzi or Andrea Salai. They were young, eager, and tried to capture my essence as Leonardo worked on the original. Imagine sitting there while two artists competed to capture your likeness. I think they did well, but their work lacks the magic Leonardo brought to his brush. Oh, and over the centuries, countless copies have been made, some faithful, others, well, let's just say they tried. But none of them truly capture me. The light in my eyes, the curve of my lips. It's flattering, I suppose, but I often wonder, Do they copy me because they love me or because they want to unravel my mystery? And here's another modern Mona moment. This time, I went for a clean and chic vibe with a black crop top paired perfectly with white high-waisted jeans. Classic and timeless, yet undeniably trendy. I layered my look with elegant gold jewelry, including statement earrings and a matching watch, because I simply can't leave behind my love for golden accents. Oh, and look at this little gadget in my hand. Your technology continues to amaze me. What do you think of this look? Sophisticated simplicity, or would you add more flair? Why didn't Leonardo paint me more than once? It's simple. He was a perfectionist. He carried my portrait with him for years, always making adjustments, always trying to perfect his vision. Leonardo saw the world differently. He could spend hours studying the way light falls on water or how a bird's wings move. He didn't need to paint me again because, in his eyes, I was already perfect. Still, there are stories, whispers really, that Leonardo made sketches of me before starting the painting. If those sketches exist, they've been lost to time. A shame, really. Imagine seeing the steps he took to bring me to life. But let me tell you, the world loves a good mystery. Some people think there's a hidden version of me out there, locked away in some dusty attic or private collection. Others say Leonardo painted me as a self-portrait, that he saw a bit of himself in my face. Strange, no? But then again, Leonardo was full of surprises. These theories keep people talking, and I suppose I don't mind. Let them wonder. It's part of my allure. And then there's the question of my smile. Is it happiness? Sadness? Mischief? Let me set the record straight. It's none of those. It's simply me, at peace, lost in thought, dreaming of a moment when the world might stop to appreciate beauty in all its forms. That's the secret to my smile. No mystery, just a moment of serenity captured in oil. So, there you have it. My story, my painting, and the tidbits that keep the world fascinated. I am Lisa Gherardini, a Florentine woman who lived, loved, and laughed. But thanks to Leonardo da Vinci, I am also eternal, a face that has outlived empires, revolutions, and centuries. And I am grateful for that. Grazie mille for listening, for wondering, for caring. Until we meet again, in this world or the next, remember to look at art. Not just to see it, but to feel it. Addio, my friends. Addio.